Okay, so now we've moved on, and I want to highlight this key scene that's going to reveal the true nature of the Matrix. But let's watch it first, and I'm going to walk through it later.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
We have only bits and pieces of information, but what we know for certain is that at some point in the early 21st century, all of mankind was united in celebration. We marveled at our own magnificence as we gave birth to AI.
AI? You mean artificial intelligence?
A singular consciousness that spawned an entire race of machines. We don't know who struck first, us or them, but we know that it was us that scorched the sky. At the time, they were dependent on solar power, and it was believed that they would be unable to survive without an energy source as abundant as the sun. Throughout human history, we have been dependent on machines to survive. Fate, it seems, is not without a sense of irony.
The human body generates more bioelectricity than a 120-volt battery and over 25,000 BTUs of body heat. Combined with a form of fusion, the machines had found all the energy they would ever need. There are fields now, endless fields, where human beings are no longer born. We are grown.
This scene is really used to mislead you because the movie, they can't tell you outright what the Matrix really is about. Because it's not about the machines overtaking humanity, although technology is a bigger part of our dystopian future, the way it's already used to alienate the people from their humanity. Like, we have these people communicating via social media instead of actually talking to each other, and they live their lives in the metaverse. They have digital sex, aka porn, and they live for money, which is also just a digital number on your bank account in the end. And drugs too. The high that people chase with substances, that high is also like a stimulation because it is a synthetical high. You understand? It's a fake high that tells our brain that we are happy. And while it's also true that humanity depends on machines, like for energy and food, the writer gives us this bit of social criticism to distract us from the actual conflict. That is that this movie is not about humans versus machines, but really Jesus and the chosen ones versus Satan's kingdom. Okay? Because the Matrix or Satan's kingdom is the real enemy. They are the ones who are pushing the system, that are programming us to accept and embrace the changes that are leading to the metaphorical rise of the machines. And the rulership of the machines stands for the destruction of our soul. You get that? That we brought upon us ourselves, the humans. We are the ones that are creating the machines in the end. So they create the threat, and the Matrix basically makes sure that humanity supports their own destruction. I hope you can see that. So the abusement of technology itself is just a side effect. The real enemy is the system that we live and die for. And meanwhile, that system is feeding us with these fake pleasures, these fake highs, to distract us from the reality that we are just used as energy resources instead of being humans with a soul. Just like Morpheus just said, we are not born anymore, we are grown to act as human batteries, to generate money for the state. That is why we humans get an ID assigned when we are born, because to them we're nothing more than a number. And I know some of you might not feel this way. Maybe some of you are making your six figures each day and you're sitting comfortable in your yacht with all the holes and thinking life is great. But in the end, what do you really have when you leave this realm? Because no one will remember the money on your bank account when you die. What they will remember is your legacy, the impact you had in people's life, the good you did, the friends that you made a real connection with, and the seeds that you sow in other people that inspire them to pick up where you left. And it doesn't have to be in a quote unquote Christian way, because you can be a boxer and you can knock people out, or you can be a rapper and still be a vessel for the Most High. And you can even make your million in the process. No one's saying that money is bad, but you should do it to glorify the Most High as your first priority. Because in the end, guys, we are just vessels, and we have to decide which spirit we want to be filled with. The problem is that we were programmed since our birth to let these spirits into us that are self-destructive, but they make these spirits seem so attractive through these movies, through these idols. So see how everything they force down our throats is like addictive and self-destructive. And the only spirit that is not actually self-destructive is the spirit of the Most High, because that spirit is the spirit of the truth, and only the truth can set us free from Satan's kingdom in the end.
For the longest time, I wouldn't believe it. And then I saw the fields with my own eyes. Watched them liquefy the dead so they could be fed intravenously to the living. And standing there, facing the pure, horrifying precision, I came to realize the obviousness of the truth.
What is the Matrix? Control. The Matrix is a computer-generated dream world, built to keep us under control in order to change a human being into this.